Welcome to another episode of Michigan Edge Business Edition. I'm Sabrina Cronin. On this month's episode, we visit a Latin dance studio on the verge of expansion, a family-owned awning company that just received an International Achievement Award, and a new academy that specializes in hockey conditioning. Join me as we take another journey to find out what gives these businesses the Michigan edge. If you feel the urge to move after watching Dancing with the Stars, or So You Think You Can Dance, then why not do something different and take a dance lesson? Chassé Ballroom, located in Fenton, Michigan, is a Latin dance studio that offers a wide variety of dance and Zumba classes.
We decided to open Chassé Ballroom and Latin Dance Studio to give the community something different to do. People of all ages. Me and my wife did this for our wedding in the Detroit area, and we grew up here and we wanted to do this for this community.
We offer for ballroom, we offer social dances, so your bachata, nightclub two-step, country two-step, hustle, salsa. We offer Latin, which is your cha-cha, rumba, mambo, merengue, bolero. We also offer smooth dances, so your waltz, your tango, foxtrot, Viennese waltz, quick step. When you walk in the door and you want to sign up for a class, you can expect to be greeted by one of our amazing receptionists. They are all very, very knowledgeable about everything. So if you have any questions about a particular dance style, whether it's a group lesson, a private lesson, they can answer any of your questions. From any one of us instructors, you can expect to be approached very warm and welcoming, to be taught very thoroughly. So we start with your basics. So dance, we kind of look at it like building blocks. So just like building a house, you want to make sure you have a strong structure, a very good foundation. Dance is the same way. What sets Chassé apart from other dance studios, I would say, is we're not stuffy. So everyone here is very warm, very friendly, whether it's the staff, the owners, the other students that are here. Everyone that walks in the door is just very warm and welcoming to any new faces. We welcome everyone with open arms.
One thing that makes us different is our instructors go through vigorous training constantly. They're always traveling, learning new things. They're youthful, very energetic, and that sets us apart.
We all have the same passion of dance, the love of dance, the love for teaching. That's one thing I think that really sets us apart, is we don't just love to dance, but we also love to teach. We all strive really hard to make sure that we reach every student out there, whether it's somebody that maybe comes into the class and they might not quite fit with our teaching style. We always work together with one another to help each other out to reach the student that maybe might be struggling in our class but seems to do well in another instructor's class.
Aside from ballroom dances, Chassé also offers Zumba classes.
Zumba fitness is definitely very energetic, so a lot of times I teach classes 3 days a week in the morning. We offer 5 days a week, but I know those 3 days a week that I come in the morning, the students are coming in, they're tired, they're not quite awake yet. By the end of the class, everybody is smiling and hooting and hollering, so it's good, like the music just kind of like gets them going for their day. Zumba is definitely very beneficial in the health aspect, whether it's mental, with helping keep your sanity, keep your stress down, confidence boosters. There's a lot of times when people will come in and they'll start classes right, from the beginning. They're kind of timid, stay towards the back of the room, don't really say too much. Sometimes they try to hide behind our poles. And then as the weeks progress and the more comfortable they get, they move to more towards the front of the class, at least the center, if not the front. They're a lot more vocal. They're a lot more social with the students in the other classes as they feel comfortable and realize that no one's watching them, that they're all here for the common goal of working out and having fun and releasing some stress. We have some students that are in their 90s that come and do Zumba fitness, and it's amazing to see, when you have, an older person come in, they move a little bit slower, they're a little bit more stiff, especially ones that have come back from a recent injury, whether it's a hip replacement a shoulder replacement. You know, they're only able to lift their arms so high, but then as the weeks progress on, their joints become more lubricated, they're a lot more limber, their muscles loosen up a lot more, so they're able to move a lot better. One lady that we have that is in her 90s that comes, she will come in on Wednesday mornings and tell me about how she was on her countertops cleaning the cupboards above her sinks, and you know, cleaning up above her refrigerator, and how before she started doing Zumba, she wasn't doing those things. So it's really interesting to see, and it's fun to see those people go through the different changes and become healthier. With Zumba Fitness, you can burn a lot more calories than you do sometimes with other aerobic fitness classes. With Zumba, you're incorporating your fitness side of things along with dance movements. So a lot of things are done in an interval, so your heart rate is constantly going up and down, which is really healthy for you because then your metabolism will burn that much faster. You're gonna burn that many more calories. So depending on how much you put into it, you can burn anywhere from 500 calories a class to up to 1,500 to 1,600 calories a class. It's always a lot of fun to see and look at a couple the very first day that they take a lesson, to especially the wedding couples. The first time they come in, they're nervous. The guy generally is like, I'm only here because she dragged me in through the door. And by the end of the lesson or the end of their series, when they're getting ready for their wedding, the guy is like, I can't wait, like I want to come back and do more lessons after our wedding.
What I like to see in the growth of the students actually is in the guys, because the guys are very nervous to walk in the door, but when it's all said and done, they're the ones that take it more seriously because their competitive nature comes out and they want to get it right because that guy's doing it right.
I have one couple that's been dancing with us at our studio since the studio opened. They are in their mid-70s, and there's times when they come to lessons, they are kind of maybe not necessarily getting along that day, but during the lesson you can almost see like their daily stress like disappear, and it's almost like you can see them like fall in love all over again. There's a lot of couples, they all seem to touch us in a different way.
Chassé Ballroom celebrated 8 years of business on October 15th, and they have big plans for the future, including a move to downtown Fenton.
We've had a great 8 years here, but we're currently expanding, and we're looking forward to even more opportunities. We're going to have more services that we're going to provide, and we're really looking forward to that for the community. We're excited to move downtown Fenton because the city is very eager to make downtown a destination for not only during the day but nightlife as well, and we really want to be a part of that, not only with Chassé but some other businesses that are going there as well.
Hey, Jennifer Fuzzmike, Trooper Money Slang. Aw, scram!
I'm Chris Mike, Jubby Robon. Y'all gonna lead up in Kiss Bet.
Peace Charity, get town down.
Toot-faced dummy way.
Brona brood.
What?
With the top 100 shows preloaded, Xfinity is perfect for people who want to join the conversation. Catch up on the shows everyone is talking about. Get started with the Xfinity X1 Triple Play from Comcast for $99 a month for a whole year. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit Comcast.com today.
We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the table.
When you sit down with attorney Sabrina Cronin and her law firm, they'll stand up for your rights. Backed by a full-service investigative division, Cronin Law delivers results, whatever your legal issues may be. Your problems on the table, and see how much more Cronin Law can do for you.
We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the table.
Marygrove Awnings has been a Michigan-based company for over 70 years. Owner Mike Fallahy took over the business in 1996, and it has grown to be Michigan's #1 manufacturer of awnings, with an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau.
One of the biggest things that I've done in the last 15 years is I've developed the product. And what I mean by that, there are other retractable awning companies out there, but in developing the product means I listened to what the people wanted. And I designed the awning around their needs. In the beginning, we had issues where there was a housing over the fabric. Birds would perch up underneath. So we closed the housing so birds can't get in there, so the awning can work freely. Another problem or an exposure that we had was when the awnings were a few years old and the house would settle, so would the level of the awning. So we put automatic adjusters on there so a customer can simply turn a crank and then level the awning. So we took the awning, with what I think was fairly crude 15 years ago, to its refined position today. And when you look at our awning versus any other awning on the market, it's far superior in the way of quality and also in the way of details on the awning. That's why the company has grown the way that it has. The other item that we brought to the table is the fact that we're able to warrant and service the product. So if you have something on the outside, you know as well as I do with that kind of weather exposure, there's always going to be issues with the product. We have a service crew that's always available, and because of our Better Business Bureau rating and because of our Marygrove philosophy, customers come to us, fortunately, and buy the product, and we give them the service and the quality of product that they deserve. As a first-time client, you'll be treated as if you were the 5th-time client. When you call in, from the time of the moment, we call it from concept to completion. So you have an idea, we come out, we can show different colors, different things, different attractions to your home. We can actually take an iPad, take a picture of your home, and show an awning already imposed on it. You choose the color, and it will come out right on the iPad. So you see before you buy. And that to me is very critical. We want you to be 100% happy, and we make sure that from the very beginning until its final completion. One of the things when I bought the business is I would walk through the plant and I would see the quality of the product that we built, but I didn't see the end result. So one of the ideas was to put a manager out in the field and check out every job after its completion. Then I came up with what I think is the best idea of all, and that is to videotape the installation when the job is done. It does two things. It does well for the production manager, who can review the installation to make sure the brackets are located where they should be, to make sure the stability of the awning is correct, but most importantly, the cleanup, the actual application, and then the finale. And when we review those videos, it's amazing to see the differences, if you will, between us and the competition, and that we do it the Marygrove way, which we feel is the best way.
Marygrove is best known for their retractable awnings and the many features that come with them.
We are the 2nd largest in the country in retractable awnings. And I say the 2nd largest because we're local. Other companies, the other company that I'm referring to, is more of a national company. And as far as local companies that do actual installations and service, we're the #1 in the country, and we're very proud of that. Let's talk about some of the features of the retractable awning. Some of the unique features: we have a wind sensor on the awning, so that what happens with the awning is that in windy conditions, the awning will move, and then under very extreme windy conditions, the awning wants to literally pull away from the home because it's cantilevered so far away from the building. What happens under those conditions is you need to roll the awning back, usually 30 to 40 mile an hour winds, at times when you're not going to be back there anyway, so you keep the awning protected. However, in order to ensure against that, we've actually installed a wind sensor to give it an opportunity to read the wind and then retract the awning automatically, even if you're not home. Even if you're at the corner shopping, the awning is going to roll up and be safe up against the wall. Another feature about the awning is the fact that it is remote controlled. So anywhere within 75 feet of the awning, you can activate the awning out or in simply by hitting the button. So if you're out on the lake and the wind starts to blow, you can activate the button and retract the awning automatically or extend it. One of the other features, one of the unique features about the awning is that it has a multiple sensor in it. So if it's raining, it will retract. So if it's windy, it'll retract. If it's sunny, it will open up. But the wind always overrides all of the other options. So on a sunny morning, the awning will open up. By afternoon, we know in Michigan it can change. The wind will blow it back, and then the awning is retracted and again protected from the elements. The unique feature about our awning system is that it's retractable. There's many times when you want to lay out in the sun or on a beautiful sunny afternoon in it's early spring or late fall and you want to be able to enjoy the sun. You retract the awning back up against the wall so you have that sun exposure. When we don't want the sun is when it's intense. We're talking 75 to 90 degree weather. We extend the awning out. That makes it 15 degrees cooler underneath the awning. So if your air conditioner is working and we're covering a patio door, it's going to reduce the air conditioning cost. It's going to keep the area below very comfortable, and still at the same time, if we have light rain, you can enjoy still setting outside, let the rain fall because it's not going to hurt anything.
Last year, Marygrove Awnings took home a prestigious award for an awning that was installed on Stephen Lely's on the Green in Farmington Hills, Michigan.
In 2014, we had won the IFAI, which is International Fabrics Association. We had won an award for one of the nicest looking canopies, literally, that was manufactured in the United States for a particular restaurant. Mark Zirkin happened to be the owner of the restaurant, and he had a need to expand his serving area by adding a canopy on the back portion of his restaurant. From there, he's more than doubled his business in the last 12 months by using the canopy 3 seasons out of the year.
Marygrove Awnings prides itself on being a family business. His wife, sons, daughters-in-law, and even his beautiful granddaughters play a part in the company.
The wonderful thing about a family business is that you have your family employed. And I say this with a great deal of pride. We have our wonderful little granddaughter, Ava, and Isabella. Those 2 girls are just they're the light of my life. And to see them on TV is amazing because the little one, only 3 years old, can actually recite lines better than me. I'm the one who needs the teleprompter, but she does a terrific job, and my 2 granddaughters are just so precious, and they're part of the business. It's amazing because she could go into Costco, she can go into so many different stores, and she's recognized. Her mother tells me all the time that they'll be in a restaurant and they'll say, "That's that girl, her name is Ava, and she's on that Marygrove commercial." I have many people tap me on the shoulder when we're out somewhere and say, "Is that your granddaughter that's on TV?" And I'll quiz them and I'll ask them, "You know Ava's name, what's mine?" They don't know it. They know Ava and they know Isabella. So to me, that is just the way we want it to be. And our demographics, the people that we deal with on a daily basis, are those people that love their grandkids and have kids of their own. So it's a family feel, whether we're on TV or working right in your home. It's that family atmosphere that we're so proud of. And over the last 15 years, we established and built a team of people that are family. You could talk to anybody in this organization from all levels, and they're going to tell you one thing, that it has the family atmosphere. And that was the most important thing for me when we were making the transformation, is to start building that family. Now, after 15 years, we got the best family in the world. These are the greatest employees. And I say that with a great deal of pride, because what has happened is they bought into the systems. Every single person in this operation understands the Marygrove way of doing it, and they understand that there's consequences for not doing it the Marygrove way. So the focus and the attention to detail is second to none. And I truly do appreciate every single person that is here. They're all partners in this with me. I'm very fortunate that sitting from my desk, I can literally get up and walk through the plant and see my whole family here, which is just a pleasure for me.
The only way to get better is to challenge yourself. And that's what we're doing at Xfinity. We are challenging ourselves to improve every aspect of your experience. And this includes our commitment to being on time, every time. That's why if we're ever late for an appointment, we'll credit your account $20. It's our promise to you. We're doing everything we can to give you the best experience possible. Because we should fit into your life, not the other way around.
I'm Doug Podell, and this is Rock 900. Catch Rock 900 every Tuesday night at 9 right here on CN 900.
In today's global business environment, companies need to reduce risk and protect assets with many levels of corporate intelligence gathering. Mackinac Partners business intelligence, due diligence, investigations, and corporate security practice can help businesses and investment firms avoid or mitigate risks. Mackinac Partners services are performed by experienced former Secret Service and FBI personnel that can identify vulnerabilities and respond to financial concerns, reputational issues, and cyber threats. Make informed decisions with Mackinac Partners.
Hi, I'm TJ Lang of the Green Bay Packers, and you're watching State Champs, the world champions of high school sports.
For over a decade, the multiple Emmy Award-winning State Champs covers all sports statewide, 40 weeks a year. Catch State Champs Sundays at 9 a.m. on Fox Sports Detroit and StateChampsNetwork.com.
The Detroit Hockey Academy opened its doors this year as Michigan's premier academic and athletic progressive training program. The Academy's founder, former Red Wing goalie Manny Legacy, is joined by a team of teachers and coaches that are dedicated to the training of the next generation of hockey players.
A typical school day here is kids come at 8 o'clock. They go in, they log onto their computers, they log into their homeroom. Our learning coach probably gives a message of the day or who's not going on the ice, who's behind, who needs to be sitting in here, helping out, calling their teachers or whatever. And they'll come in here and we'll have a group meeting with the coaches, telling what time your ice sessions are, what we'll be working on that day. The kids go back in the classrooms. The kids who are going on the ice at 9 o'clock go in, get dressed. They're out on the ice training. The other kids are in their classroom getting their schoolwork done. So when they're switching, so tell you it's a Tuesday, those kids will come right off the ice, come in here with our workout guy. They'll do their workout, go in, shower, back in the classroom, getting their work done. The good thing is, if they get tired, you get tired in school and you got class after class after class, you get no break. They can go out and mentally just give themselves a rest, go shoot some pucks in the shooting lane, just go and relax, take a ride on the bike, roll out on we have rollers here and stretch and get their mind away from schoolwork, get back in there, get back on task. Sometimes when you're writing essays and stuff like that, you kind of just get mind blocked and you just need to get away. And that's the good thing about us. Now they get their schoolwork done. Everything's done. The teacher says, yes, they've caught up. They've done everything today. They've got a couple classes done tomorrow. Now we have free ice a lot of times in the afternoon from about 12:30 to 2, depending on the schedule of that day. But there's a lot of free ice where the kids can go back out there, work on their game, go to get a buddy out there, go work on their shot, play one-on-one, and have some fun, be a kid. This is all about is being a kid. But we teach professionalism first. And that's the big thing. Schools first, being a good person. We have been lucky that we have a great bunch of kids.
In a regular school, you have your times and that's what you do. There's nothing different. Every day here's something different. It's something new to do. You have hockey at different times. You work out. Some of the days you do yoga. And you don't have to be stuck in the classroom all day. You can move around and you can take a break if you need it. I love it.
This is all skill building here, It's all small areas. It's one-on-one with a coach out there, or 2-on-1 or 3-on-1. It's not a group practice on our ice. It's all skill development, working on your stride, your stick handling, but it's one-on-one, which is a great thing. They don't get a lot in practice. You get practice or other places like we have. It's more of a team thing where they have 20-some-odd kids. We've got the whole facility, so these kids are on the ice with a coach, maybe one-on-one that day, or maybe 2-on-1, max 3-on-1. So that's the good thing. I see it's the future. I really do.
In addition to getting personal hockey attention, the use of an online school program, Michigan Connections, allows students to learn and grow at their own pace.
Every aspect of their day is all about being professional, not on the ice, but off the ice. I've come to really love online schooling. I've come to really learn. I was kind of skeptical on how it was going to work when I started this process of putting the company together. And that was the big thing I was worried about, because schooling is number one. You need your education to do anything in life. You need your education, and that was the big thing. We searched high and low, and Michigan Connections was what we went with, and they've been great for us so far. But I've come to learn where teachers have 30 kids in their classroom, they have to teach to the middle. They can't teach to the advanced, and they can't teach to the needy. They're kind of stuck teaching to the middle. And with online and our 2 teachers that we have, every kid is individual.
I like online school because being a hockey player, you're gone a lot. You can't always be at the school. And my problem was I would always be gone, and it'd have to be a lot to catch up. So it's nice, you can do it if you're not in the school. You can do your work and you can get ahead if you want, so that's what's nice.
The Detroit Hockey Academy has paired up with Puckmasters to have complete control of the building.
We have this facility to ourselves, and that is the big thing that I looked for when starting this school, was looking for a facility that we could control. And Puckmasters has become a partner of ours, and we've been in sync with them since day one. Our students have control of the facility. Nobody else is in here. No figure skaters, no other hockey teams, no delivery people walking in and stuff. We lock all the doors, so we protect our students.
Detroit Hockey Academy has 21 students ranging in ages and skill levels. The only requirement is that the students and parents understand the responsibility and commitment needed for this kind of program.
Obviously, there's a cost factor. Parents are willing to put that cost factor in to see what their kid's potential is. This is the way of the future. It is, I really believe it.
My classmates are awesome. I mean, they're really supportive and they don't judge you. They're just here to be your friends. We're all here to get better hockey players. The teachers and the coaches, they help you the whole way. They really just want you to do better, and they want you to be the best of your abilities.
The benefit of coming here is to develop your hockey skills and giving yourself that advantage to go to college. You know, that's our shot right here. We look to college, getting our kids ready for college. Pro is that's going to be their desire and their willingness to make it to the next step. You know, we're trying to get our kids the greatest education that they can, and I think we're doing that right now. And then pushing them into a college level that they're ready to go into D1, and they're going to be ahead of any other normal kid that's coming out of high school, because they're teaching off the ice on how to become a college person, because they have to control their lives. And then on the ice, training is everything that professionals do, and they're doing it, and they're going to be so far ahead of the other kid that they're going to be battling for in that same position.
I think other students should want to come to this school, because if they want to be the best they can be, this school is going to make them the best they can be.
Be sure to join us again next month as we explore 3 more companies and find out how they make Michigan a beautiful and unique place to visit, live, and work. I'm Sabrina Cronin, and I'll see you next time on Michigan Edge Business Edition.